Hey guys, what's up? Card Trick Man 52 back with another video today. Today I'm going to be teaching you a really easy, cool flourish. It's beginner, and before I start, I want to say that I like this flourish a lot because um, it looks hard, but it's actually really easy. So for the person you're performing it to, they'll be pretty impressed. But you know, it's really easy. One thing you can just quickly pull out that you didn't have to practice too much for. So that's always good with a flourish. Another thing, it actually ends up being a false cut, which is always good because you can show off a little and incorporate it into your card trick and it won't mess up the deck. So that's another thing. And one last thing before I start the tutorial. If you notice, there's actually, if you haven't noticed already, there's some words up in this corner of the video, and that has to do with the editing thing I'm using for my phone, because like I said in my video a couple videos ago, I'm recording with my phone because that's all I can record with at the moment, and the editing software that I found, which I really like, it's really easy. It has to display up there. It's really annoying, but I thought I'd at least edit my videos to make the quality a little bit better. So yeah, just kind of ignore that. Don't worry about it. And yeah, now on into the tutorial. Alright, so now for the tutorial. And before I start, I don't really know any name for this trick because it didn't have a title when I first learned it. So I guess we can call it whatever we want. Let's call it the flippy dippy card flourish. That sounds kind of fun. I don't know. I thought I'd just add that in there. So yeah, the flippy dippy card flourish. Let's learn how to do that. So for this, you're going to need to know how to do a swing cut. Really easy. You're going to swing cut, and that's pretty much it, I guess. The other move, I don't know what it's called, but it just looks like that. It's really easy, and I guess that's the only other move that you really need to know. Looks like that. And before I start putting it together, I'll teach you how to do those two moves. If you don't know how to do swing cut, basically you hold the deck in this grip with, you can do it with 2 fingers, 1 thumb in the back and 2 fingers in the front, keeping your pointer finger free. I usually just do it like this with my middle finger. For some reason, that's just how I do it. But then you hold it in this. You take your pointer finger and you just cut off a small portion where it's like pivoting off the front part of your thumb. You have pretty good control of it. You come over and you grab it like this. One more time, hold like this. Swing it over, grab it with your thumb and your pointer finger across the top, and just hold it like this. And you can practice just doing that motion over and over again, and it'll become pretty easy after a while. So once you got that down to where you can do it without looking or in your sleep or whatever you want to call it, once you got it down, you're halfway to being able to do it. The flourish. So next one is this move, like I said. And again, I don't know the name for it, but this is pretty much how to do it. It involves a swing cut. So once you swing cut it over, you hold like this, and then you're gonna keep it like this, and then you take your middle finger, you put it under, then you take your ring finger. Now you're holding it like this, and then since your middle finger is curled under, you can swing it out like this. Okay. So real quickly again, hold it like, keep it like this, put your middle finger under, and then your ring finger on top, and curl out. So that's the move that you should be able to kind of move it back and forth like that. That's what it looks like. So now let's go ahead and get into the actual trick in itself, or the actual flourish in itself. So you're going to start out with 1 swing cut, and then you're going to go straight into the other move I taught you. So right away you use the 2 moves I just taught you. So you do that move and you flip it open, and then what you do is you pull up on this hand again. Pull up, just First one you want to do is just a third. So when you first do this part, you pull about a third. And you do that move. Keep it open. Do the half of the rest, what you got here, and place the bottom packet right there, and then you curl it back over. That's the first part of the flourish. So one more time. Curl, drop. Okay, so once you're at that position, just make sure you have that down really easily. And you're going to cut off another of what's remaining, and then you're going to come over and pick up this top pile that you've been curling with your ring finger and your thumb and grab it like this. So now your thumb is holding 3 packets and 1 with each finger. It may feel kind of a little stressed and hard at first, but it'll become a little more natural. So you go 1 like that, place it down, come back over, cut off a section like that, and then grab with these fingers. And then from there, the rest is really easy. Take your thumb, pivot the middle pile off this thumb into there. Then you take your thumb on this hand and pivot the other pile from the back part off your thumb. And then you can either from this just take the packet and set it on top, or you can go from here and kind of just flip it around like that. Whichever way you want to do it. Time again. Through the whole thing. Do the flip thing. Cut off another section. Pull back over. Cut off another section. Grab it with your ring finger and your thumb. Pivot off from the front. Pivot off from the back. And take it and just lay the last packet. And for this one especially, you're probably going to want to use an old deck that's good for cutting, like I'm using my Monarchs, because they're pretty used up and they don't spread very well and they don't slide around. They stay in one position, so that's really good for cuts like this. So keep that in mind when you're making this, or when you're doing it. And that's pretty much the tutorial for this card Flourish. And I hope you enjoyed it. Again, it's really easy as you saw. Practice it. You can just, again, false cut, use it in your routines and stuff. So hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.